Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another behind the scenes of Alex G Trades. So far, we are on a 3-week winning streak and we are fucking absolutely killing it. But last week, I'm not gonna lie, we got a little bit greedy. We predicted 4 out of like 7 markets. We had a market that we were up $250,000 and then we literally let it reverse all the way back to break even just because I was being greedy. Now, we still managed to close a little bit into some profit and we avoided some losses. And technically speaking, we are still on a 3-week winning streak, all by executing 1 trade a week. Let's see what this week has to bring. So we're going to be starting off with Euro GBP as one of my top pairs for the week. Right now, what I see is that the daily time frame is bullish, even though this is the lower high, this is the lower low. I'm completely bypassing the structure right here just because I love this very strong level of support. Whenever we are below this area, we're heading down. Whenever we're above it, we are heading up. The weekly time frame, on the other hand, we are very much bullish. Higher high, higher low, higher high. We've had a beautiful weekly wick retracement into this area, and now the last week created a bullish pin bar. I love these bullish pin bars at these highs because what I anticipate is for it to have a wick fill of that, and my take profit would basically be the body structure of this point right here. Daily time frame right now is having a beautiful daily bullish pin bar. So right now it's actually Tuesday London session, so market has already been open and it's already been creating some price action. And I like how the 4-hour right here created a shift of structure within it. Left head, right shoulder. I'm going to be waiting on this pullback right here for us to have some type of engulfing to buy. Any type of engulfing on this retracement right here, I'm going to be interested in taking this buy. This is literally the perfect area. Like, I literally think the next candlestick, maybe not this one in 48 minutes, but the one after it is going to be a perfect bullish engulfing candlestick. And that is exactly where we're going to be entering the trade. Off of that bullish engulfing candlestick, my stop loss would be somewhere around these lows right here. I think the next candlestick is going to be that bullish engulfing candlestick. And then my stop loss is going to be below that wick right there. And I'm going to have a take profit be anywhere from a 1 to 3, 1 to 2.5 risk to reward. Now, we got to wait for that bullish engulfing candlestick before we enter the trade. No bullish engulfing candlestick, no trade. Going up to USDCHF. Not gonna lie, this is a pretty degenerate move right here. Why? Well, because we are at pretty much the all-time low we have been. The last time we were here was fucking never. Oh, never mind. It was actually July. When was this? 2011? Dude, in September 2011, I was 11. What the fuck was I doing then and there? Who knows? But we're back here right now. And the price, every single time it hits this historic low, we tend to have a bounce to the upside. Now, I shouldn't be taking a trade like that because I should be trading with the trend. So why do I say it's a degenerate trade? Because we're not trading with the trend. We're basically just buying because we're at a support level. Basically, I'm just expecting for price to hit this level since it's at the lowest point it's ever been and just have a reaction. That's my only fucking confluence on this trade. Hit the lowest point, bullish morning star, reaction. Had a retracement, morning star formation, reaction. Having a retracement, waiting for that confirmation to potentially have this reaction. This is a patience game, especially since it's a degenerate trade. Make sure you are patient on these. Next, we have AUDCHF. Same exact thing as USDCHF. I don't know what the Swissies are doing in the Swiss franc or whatever the fuck is going on over there, but every single pair against the Swiss franc is pretty much screwed. This right now is literally at the all-time low we have ever been. We have never been as low as we are currently right now. And I would hate to sell into those lows unless I have this, a beautiful potential left head, right shoulder. If you noticed last time over here, we had a left head, right shoulder. Beautiful sell off for that right shoulder. We came back, retraced. We then sold off again. We then retraced that neckline once again, and then we had a push. Right here, I'm essentially taking this trade up at this right shoulder. Is that going to happen now? I have no idea. We're about to find out. And I'm going to be very interested in taking this trade pretty soon. I'm going to wait for it to have a literal rejection engulfing candlestick from this neckline right now where we are. If I get any type of engulfing candlestick from here, that is going to be my confirmation to enter. I'm going to make my stop losses pretty tight because I want to get my 1 to 2 risk to reward as quickly as I possibly can. I do not want to be selling all the way into the lowest point we've historically been. It just does not make any sense to do that. So I'm going to keep my eye on this one for now on London session. This is going to be a pretty high risk just because we're selling to the lows, but equally as risky as USDCHF. Pretty ironic. This one we're looking to buy. even though it's a Swiss franc. This one we're looking to sell, even though it's a Swiss franc. You can never base your trade with a cross pair correlation, or at least the way I trade, because there's a whole ass other currency pair involved in the market, and you can't just trade the markets as if there's only one. Like the other currency pair, whether it's the base or the quote, could literally make a ginormous significant impact on how the trade actually moves. NZDJPY, waiting for the trades to have a reaction from this level after this bullish daily engulfing candlestick. Not going to be that interested just yet. Same exact thing with NZDUSD. Last week, we almost got dated on this. We literally closed it out right at break even. So we got pretty lucky on it. Now we're going to wait for a reaction up here. Pretty much, hopefully, the potential enter this same exact trade right here. Left head, right shoulder at this right shoulder. Let's see if we can get another one of these trades. Aside from that, GBP/CHF, not much. GBP/USD, nothing. USD/CAD, nothing. And the GBP/CAD, nothing. So yeah, these are our main focus right now. So right now it is currently midnight. It is literally pre-London session. So let's see what London session has to bring. And if not, I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Nothing. We fucking haven't done shit. Well, we've actually missed out on the majority of, because USDCHF had the reaction from this level how we wanted it to, but I couldn't find an entry. We're having the shift now, but this is where I would have entered. I would have entered down here at this area of interest in this inverted head and shoulders, left head, right shoulder. I would have even entered here after this bullshit liquidity grab. It is what it is. We called it, but you know, it didn't have enough confirmation. Honestly, it was a very high risk trade. Like it would have been unnecessarily degenerate. But now that we have this daily candlestick cooking right now, we have about 2 hours left for it to close. Then we just need any minor confirmation, to be completely honest, to enter this trade. Why? Because we come into here, we create the bullish candle, then we have the retracement, then the push. Come into this area, we have the bullish candle, then the retracement, then the push. We come into this area, we have the bullish candle, no retracement, and then pushes, and we miss out on the trade. That is exactly what's going to happen here, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's going to happen. I don't want that to happen, obviously, because then there I miss out on my profit, but the market watches me sometimes. I'm just going to like say this shit in code sometimes so you guys know what I'm trying to say, right? I'm going to just start pointing like this, and then you guys know, because that's the only way apparently we can catch some of these trades without the market bidding us. So yes, we're going to wait for retracement to then buy. Euro GBP. No engulfing. I mean, no bullish engulfing, no trade. You really thought. So we were waiting for this to have a retracement into here and then an engulfing to enter the trade. And then guess what? It retraced, no engulfing, no trade. You didn't diddy us, you motherfucker. So this is what patience pays. So we get you out of here, no more. Oh, get out of here. So right now we're having a massive daily bearish engulfing candlestick. And honestly, I don't really like this trade anymore. Like this looked good for a small period of time, but now it really doesn't look that hot. Unless this, obviously the next day we then have a massive pin bar rejection and then we have a bullish engulfing, then I'll be interested. Kind of something like this. See, this kind of dipped down more bearish into here. We had a pin bar rejection, then bullish engulfing, and then, I would have taken this trade right here. So for now, we avoided this loss. That would have been a bad one. AUDCHF. You really thought you were gonna do that to us? You're out of your mind. Diddy out of here once again. This right here, we waited for price to have a retracement into this area, and then any engulfing, we were going to enter the trade. Now, sometimes this patience, waiting for this engulfing is great, but sometimes it's not great. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. It really depends on what is going on. And in this market right here, since we were all the way at the bottom, I asked for the market to give me these extra confirmations. Since we're at the lowest point we've pretty much ever historically been, I want to have as many possible confirmations in the trade as I possibly can. And that is a perfect example of me asking for that and avoiding this loss. So now I'm still very much interested in this trade. I think it just came up here to create some more liquidity. I'm going to be waiting now for this to have another shift of structure into this area in order for us to be interested in taking this trade to the downside or even some reaction around here. I'm just going to be very active watching this market around here. NZDJPY, we have made it to this area and we have very much rejected exactly how I anticipated, but not really that hot. The one that I do like is NZDUSD. Massive daily bearish pin bar rejection at this area of interest. Beautiful. It's literally the exact same trade that we're having right here. Beautiful evening star bearish move. Beautiful evening star bearish move. Now I'm going to wait for exactly what happened here. Lower high to then sell. I'm going to wait for a little retracement to then sell. That'll be the daily little wick to the upside to then have the move to the downside. So I'm going to be waiting for this trade right here to create this small retracement in order for us to sell. GBP/CHF, not really much on it, honestly. Did have a reaction, but I'm not really that turned on by it. USD/CAD, not really that hot about it. GBP/USD, on the other hand, I am pretty stoked about this one, I'm not going to lie. GBP/USD, we're at this very strong level of resistance up here. Resistance, 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 resistance. We have a beautiful shit to structure on the lower time frame. Let me make sure. Yes, we were bullish, now we have to shit to structure. Basically, I want the exact same thing as NZDUSD. I need a little daily wick pullback into this level to go short. Basically, same exact thing here. So, strong bearish candle, wick pullback. So, I'm not really asking for anything that hasn't happened in the past. Think about it. That's like if no, I'm not going to use that analogy, right? I like the way this channel is going right now, and I'm not going to start putting this side of me out there. You know what? I love how this channel is going. So if you're not subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button. We have new videos like this coming out every single week where I share the behind the scenes of how I trade live every single week. So right now it is currently Tuesday, 3:04 in the afternoon. Market's about to have that daily closure. Small movement, some moves we missed out on. It's okay, not bad. We come back tonight in London session. I see you guys tonight. I'll be back. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I mean, market up there right now. We are probably around break even. Bro, dude, look at my face, bro. Last night I fell asleep at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning for no fucking reason. So this is the positions right now that we're in the market. I mean, we're around break even. So we're up $15,000 right now on NZDUSD. Like, we pretty much just entered the trade, quote unquote. We entered it last night, 3 in the morning. We literally entered it right here last night, literally right after that bearish engulfing candlestick. And then all of London session, it has literally just been completely fucking around. I expected for London session to actually give this the push to the downside, but it hasn't been able to do that yet. And right now, it seems to be that the New York session is potentially going to create the push to the downside. I love my entry. I love this consolidation. It is Wednesday, but I do think that this might not make it fully to the take profit, because let's say this rejects halfway. Maybe Thursday can push. I mean, yeah, maybe it could make it. There's enough time throughout the week for this to have the move to the downside. It's really only a 50 pip move. Like, it could definitely have a 50 pip move within a day. But yeah, we're in NZDUSD right now. Very clean rejection from this area. Right now, we are just waiting for that rejection for us to then sell. I mean, for us to then actually have the move. We are already in the sell. GBP, I'm fried. GBP/USD made it back up into this area of interest exactly how I wanted it to. It had that wick pullback. And I do think this is going to have the push down, but I don't like my entry here. I feel like my stop loss would have to be too big, and it's just too much space. I feel like here on NZDUSD, it's a lot closer to this high, so I'm able to give it a lot more breathing room. AUDCHF, we pretty much did not respect this area, kept having a push up, so we never really did anything with this move here. This move pretty much already happened. NZDJPY, we have had a retracement into this area, but I'm not really interested in entering this trade. I just didn't like the price action last night when it made it into this area, so it was a bit of a turnoff. Euro GBP, price never gave me the reaction here. We never took the trade, and yeah, I mean, we missed out on this trade yesterday completely on GBP/CHF and the other CHF pair. What is it? Yeah, USDCHF. Price never gave me the retracement that I wanted into this area, so missed out on it. It is what it is. Our priority now is pretty much set and forgetting NZDUSD and letting it do its thing. I believe New York session will have a very, very strong impact on this trade. All we really need is just one big bearish candlestick, and I think that will create the momentum needed in order for this to continue heading to the downside. This is exactly what I would want to see if I would be inside of this position. These type of rejections at this high is literally exactly what I want in order for us to sell. Can we get a wick fill this 1 hour candlestick? Sure. But I mean, last time we were here and we did that rejection, we actually sold off. So I expect for the same thing to happen. So with that being said, I will check back in a couple of hours. How? I mean, I literally said we might have a wick fill, but why are you listening to me? You should be going the other fucking way, man. I mean, dude, right now we're in this trade right now, and I'm currently in drawdown $74,000. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, I don't even care that I'm in the loss 74 grand. What I care is that I might fuck up my losing streak right now. I just don't understand. What are you doing wrong? Why are you going the opposite way? Why? Bro, I waited for the retracement. I waited for the engulfing. I stayed up last night in London session. What did I do wrong? I mean, I guess we don't know yet, right? This looks like it's going to make it up to this area very soon. This is just doing nothing. This is coming back. We're going to put my alarm here. So I'm going to put my alarm right at my stop loss to let me know once it got hit. Let's see what happens. This is an update from an hour ago. I'm probably going to take a nap now because I'm fried. I stayed up all London session. I've been looking at it all morning for nothing. And let's see what happens. We'll come back in a couple of hours. All right, boys, we are back. A little bit of a market update right now. We are currently rejecting this high right here. Holy fuck. We really almost got wicked out in this market. It's pretty crazy how having an extremely accurate stop loss and placing it correctly is literally the key to avoiding these bullshit losses. So this right here was a close one. I mean, job's not finished, but if there's something that I want to see after almost getting stopped out, it's going to be this right here. Left head, right shoulder. Looks like we broke below the structure point. Like, this is pretty much giving me everything that I need for this market to continue going to the downside. Looking pretty solid. I'm going to continue to hold this trade. GBP USD looks like it's just rejecting. USDCHF never came back to this area. AUDCHF was pretty much gone, and NZDUSD looks like it's going to have the push to the downside as well. I love how the daily time frame did not body candlestick close above this area along with NZDUSD. I love how the daily time frame did not body candlestick close above it. I love how it actually indeed just wicked above it. Pretty much did that bullshit liquidity grab that it likes to do. Now, if there's something that I would literally want for this market to do, is exactly what it did here. Liquidity grab, bearish engulfing candlestick, and now a push to the downside. So I can't ask for anything else, honestly. Like, this is literally teeing everything up perfectly to have the move to the downside. It is 11:11, make a wish. And the wish is for this shit to hit my take profit. So let's see if that shit works. The night in London session. I'm going to fall asleep right now. And I'm going to wake up tomorrow. And this shit is either going to be at my take profit or at my stop loss. We'll find out very soon. So, good night, ladies and gentlemen. See you guys tomorrow. How does this even happen, dude? How does this even happen? I literally go from waking up in the middle of the night to being nearly 100 grand in profit. It completes this left head, right shoulder, has a beautiful push. Bro, like, dude, we're down. I'm still screen recording. Oh my God, I've been recording for 10 minutes. Let me just fucking, dude, we are down right now $65,000. Bro, plus swap, plus commission, plus all this bullshit, bro. See, that would be the majority of you guys right now after taking a fucking loss or being in drawdown or wasting all week. Yo, this doesn't faze me. It is what it is. We actually avoided more losses than wins this week. I would have taken a loss on AUDCHF. I would have taken a loss on Euro GBP. I would have taken a loss on GBP USD. I would have taken a loss. Actually, I would have gotten a dub on USDCHF. But this is why you need to limit yourself to only executing one solid trade setup a week. And if this is the trade that fucks up my winning streak, it is what it is. I guess what happened here is that the daily time frame decided to fill that wick. And once we decided to fill that wick is where we pretty much coming back into here. I don't know. We still have time in New York session. It's 10 in the morning. You know, we still got some time. Yeah, we still got some time. USDCHF, we're waiting for the full retracement back into this area for us to have a rejection from here. But honestly, I got nothing to say on this until it doesn't do two things. Hit my stop loss fully or hit my take profit fully. And so neither one of them happened. I got nothing to say because I need to find out if either one, if I get stopped out, it does this bullshit. Diddies me, and then it actually ends up going into profit. or if it was actually completely like either if it breaks above this area, retest it, and then it goes to the upside, right? So I need for this market to complete the move, right? It's just been bullshitting for the last 2 days. So for now, there's nothing else that I can do other than just pretty much set and forget. Me watching this market right now does absolutely nothing for me. I have my alarm at my stop loss to let me know when that shit gets hit so I can go ahead and rage. But until then, we're chilling. So we're going to come back in a couple of minutes, hopefully hours, and this will be in take profit. And if not, we set and forget. USDCHF, I think this is cooking up the perfect trade for next week. I think it's literally doing exactly what I said. We have the bullish reaction, but then we come back and retest. I think we're going to come back and retest this weekly time frame. We'll close as a weekly doji, and then the following week we will have a reaction, exactly how we've done here. A weekly bearish doji, then a reaction. Pretty simple, honestly. I just gotta be patient. That's the problem with the majority of the people. People are not patient. They just try and do everything and like they expect for the market to have the break, the retest, and then the push all in the same week. It's like, bro, the market takes their time. Like they're not in a rush. They got nowhere to be. Like they're chilling. So yeah, we'll do a market update in a couple of hours, see what happens. But if you ask me what I think is going to happen, I think I will potentially get stopped out on this position. And no, I do not close out on my position because it's in drawdown. And a lot of you guys make that mistake. The trade is going into drawdown. You're like, okay, you know what? Let me close out halfway through my stop loss so I lose less than what I originally risked. And then guess what happens? As soon as you close out the trade goes straight to your take profit. You have to commit to the fucking trade. If you entered the trade, you entered it because at the time of you entering the trade, you made a 100% logical decision that whatever you were going to risk on that trade was going to be 100% totally fine if you lose it. And if you win it, well, that's the reason why you risk that certain amount. Now that you're halfway to your stop loss, you can't be going back, okay, let me go save this much. No, you have to commit to the trade. You either close out your take profit or you close out your stop loss. Fucking with it in between does absolutely nothing, and that's not what a profitable trader does. Just want to make that extremely clear. Because right now, I think I'm going to get stopped out, and some people might be like, bro, then close it out. Yeah, I can think a million things. I can think that it's going to rain right now. I'm not going to go walk outside with an umbrella, even though it's sunny. Is there a possibility? Sure. But you need to understand your circumstances. This circumstance is you accepted the risk before you entered the trade. All you have to do now is simply wait for the outcome to happen. That's it. So don't stare at it. Just go ahead and get busy doing something else. That's the best. That's what I'm gonna literally get up right now from the computer and leave. I'll probably come back in a little bit and then see what happens. So we'll update you guys then. There goes my winning streak, bro. I lost $90,000. Yeah. $90,000 today, bro. So losing $90,000 on a position that was just a losing position. It is what it is. I just hate that I lost this trade because I lost my winning streak, man. Jesus. I lost another. Let's just say I lost more. Let's just say I lost a lot more than 90 grand on this trade. But technically, this can still be a Diddy. This could still be a liquidity grab. This could still be a wick out. So for now, we're going to sit on the sideline and see if there's any other markets, right? I'm looking through here. I don't really see anything. I mean, I see a little bit of USD CAD, maybe. Yeah, it doesn't look terrible, right? It's coming back up, rejecting this area. But see, right now, like, I'm not trying to be that guy that I lose a trade and I just want to jump into another trade to make back those losses that I just had. 90% of you guys do that. 90% of you guys lose a trade and want to win another one so you don't end off the week on a losing week. Bro, I'll be done for the week right now if I really wanted to. But I can just see the same setup right here. Pulls up to this area, rejects, break, retest, push. Pulls up to this area, break, retest. I got to wait for the reaction, how we did here, for then us to have the push. So this is pretty much the only trade setup that I'm looking at right now. If I get decent rejections around this area, which I doubt it, I will be interested in buying this trade. And if not, I'm just done for the week. That's pretty much it. We move on to next week, set and forget, and take our L, move on. We'll update in a couple of hours, see if I can potentially enter USDCHF. If not, ladies and gentlemen, this would be a losing week and I lost my winning streak. With that being said, I will check back up with you guys in a couple of hours. All right, trade update. So Looks like we were wrong, boys. Looks like we were wrong. So we have just officially had the daily time frame close, literally 26 minutes ago. As you can tell, this is a brand new candlestick right here. So this not only body closed above this area of interest, but it has also body candlestick closed above this lower high structure point. In turn, making this market bullish. This market is now bullish, and it looks like it's going to continue going to the upside. My bet is that the weekly time frame will close pretty bullish how it is right now, and then once it closes as bullish as it is right now, we're then going to retest this area and then head to the upside. I don't anticipate to sell off of a candlestick like this, and I won't even want to sell right now because we're literally heading into the last session of the week, and there's just too much momentum. The market it's not in our direction. We want to sell when we're with the direction. Right now we're not with it, so it is what it is. Simple losing trade. If I were to see this trade again, and I'm telling you guys right motherfucking now, if I were to see that trade again, I'm taking it again. Simply because it is a logical trade setup. I've taken these type of trades 100 times. I took the exact same trade setup right here. And guess what? I won it. I took the exact same trade setup right here. I got wicked out. Damn, dude, if you think about it, on this same market, on this, like pretty much the same zone, I won pretty much 3-4 losses, and then I got one nice win for a 1-5. So one win outweighed 4 losses. Isn't that some shit right there? We might have to be done trading NZDUSD. USDCHF came back into this area. Daily time frame came in a bit more aggressive and bearish than I thought. It's just what I think. I think the weekly time frame is going to close with this little bit of a bearish pin bar, and then I will determine to take the buys next week. So yeah, not interested in taking any trades right now. I'm done trading for the week. I'm not going to trade tonight, 11 session. GBP USD, I'm good. Not interested in it, even though it's creating a very clean double top. I'm not really that interested right now, neither on this one or NZDJPY. I do see something potentially that can happen with GBP USD, but all I can say is tune in to this channel next week so you guys see the updates in the markets that I'm going to be trading. Hit that like and subscribe button. And if you guys have not applied to be a student, take this time to do that, because every single week I share my top markets with my students every single week. Not only do I teach you the strategy live, but I also mentor you throughout the process, show you the markets that I'm going to be interested in trading, and you have me there to ask me any questions live. It's also a personalized mentorship where it's a one-on-one thing where we trade together essentially. And I get to review your trades. I get to review your charts, because a lot of you guys might be making some rookie mistakes and you might not even know that you're doing it. So if you guys care to be a student, if you guys want to be part of a winning team, click the link in the description below. We're doing this every single week. I am literally showing you guys what I do when it comes to these markets, but you guys are seeing it after the fact that it has happened. If you're part of the community, you get to ask me questions in real time and live and be part of it all. So with that being said, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure to set and forget, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.